Welcome back. You know, we're going to work on, Frank, we're going to work on Spirit here along the rail. And we've been doing some work with them, you know, just kind of getting them used to doing this and working up and down, stopping and going and that sort of stuff. And then what we're going to do after we do this for just a minute or two here is work into the center arena, do some transitions left to right, looking for them to stop and go correctly, that sort of stuff, right? And I always start the horse with the walk first, okay? I'm not going to start him with a trot or loping him around here, because he's just not ready for it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
and I'm not ready for it.
No, you're not ready for it either. So his cues are dull enough, you know, fresh enough in his mind right now.
Yeah.
That if I start speeding up the feet, he's just gonna not respond at all.
Oh, okay.
And start to buck and everything else. And that's not what I want the horse to do. I want him to respond and be controlled at all times.
Ryan works Spirit up and down the fence until he's satisfied with his responses.
All right, so Frank, once we get through this process of taking him up and down the rail and he's doing stop and go correctly,
okay,
all right, and turning off the rail and doing left and doing right, and again, you can do this 5 to 7 times correctly.
Oh, okay.
All right, correctly.
Correctly. So one little mistake, you're at
back to 0.
6. You got to go all the way back to 1.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So once we're through that, I'd like to take him out in the middle of the arena.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I'm going to show you that real quick. In that, we're going to do some figure eights, basically, with them. And what happens here, and the reason I do this, the transitional type stuff, is it helps him learn to put his head down a little bit better, and we can do more out here, basically.
Okay.
All right? So we can take him to a point where we're working on dropping his head till he's dropped it down, and he's staying nice and level and even. If his feet start to speed up like he's doing here, I'm going to immediately change directions.
Oh, just change directions?
Just change directions, or you can stop his feed.
Oh, okay.
You know, anything else like that you want to do. I don't want to see him make his own choices, because his choices are always going to be wrong. All right? His choices are, all right, I get scared, so I buck. Or I get scared, so I get the rear up in the air, or spin around in a circle, or whatever else like that. I don't want to let him make his own choices. I'm going to dictate everything he does for him.
Okay.
What he does every day, all day long. All right? So the head down cue is very simple. And all the head down cue is basically, again, is going to take the inside rein.
Inside rein.
Over kind of the center line of the horse, about where his main's at.
Oh, right in the middle of the mane, okay.
Right in the middle of the mane. Your outside rein then is going to pull back towards your hip. When I see that and he drops his head down, I'm going to release those pressures.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's different than the stopping cue, which the stopping cue is constant, even pressure, getting a little bit more and more and more with each step.
Okay.
Okay? So he knows the difference between those two. All right? Now the difference also, there's one more thing I want you to know. When you're turning right or turning left, okay, you're going to pick up this rein with the footfall of the inside leg.
Okay.
Okay? So you can say right rein, right rein, right rein, right rein, and he's going to turn to the right. Okay, does it make sense?
Yeah, give and take until he actually turns, right?
Well, it's every foot, every step. So what we're doing is we're slowing down that inside leg, which is going to make him and cause him to turn to the right.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And we're going to continue that process until he's doing it correctly. His head's got to be down. He's got to be level across his top line here. He's got to be responsive in his bridle and his bit. You know, right now he's pulling on the bit. Okay, and I don't like to see that, so I'm going to add more pressure and say, don't pull on the bit, give into that pressure. Okay? Well, we'll do this for about a month. Okay? And then you can start adding speed to it, and I'll show you how to add speed to it a little bit.
Gotcha.
All right? So, we're going to continue on working with Spirit and getting him a little bit further down the road as training process. And the next show, we're going to get you up there and have you riding him around and doing a lot of stuff that I'm doing here.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm glad I got you here as my backup.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Hey, so when we come back from break, we'll continue working with Spirit and getting a little bit farther with this training. So you guys, stick around.
I'm Wayne Blevins, founder of E3 Live for Horses. I'm here with Ryan Gingrich, the behaviorist. I gave Ryan some of my product. How did it do, Ryan?
Wayne, you know, I started feeding your product about the same time we diagnosed my horse Dylan with white line disease in both hind feet. In fact, it was so bad I could get my finger in between his hoof wall. After just a few months of feeding your product, I noticed a marked change in growth and overall health of his foot.
It's good for the hooves and it's good for the whole health of the horse.
Yeah, you know, I agree.
Your horses will love Winnie's cookies. There are no preservatives or chemicals in these all-organic cookies, and they're shipped fresh right from our ovens to your barn. Packed with vitamins and minerals, Winnie's cookies work like a supplement, taste like a treat. For a free sample of Winnie's cookies, call 800-810-9466. That's right. You get a free sample by simply calling 800-810-9466.
Welcome back again. I'm here with Spirit and Frank. Spirit being the horse, Frank being the gentleman next to me here. Frank, what we're going to do with Spirit is, and you know, you're going to do, like I said, about a month's worth of groundwork.
Okay.
And then about a month's worth of under saddle work. Okay. And it's all going to be at the walk.
Okay.
Okay. Once you get through that initial month, you can start to do what's called transitional transitions. Basically, you're going to be going from a slower walk to a little faster walk, and then back down to a slower walk.
Okay.
And we're going to need to do that with spot 2. All right, so it's right in the center line of the horse's belly. All right. And what you're going to do is basically just take them and put them in a circle like you figure out you've been doing, and you're going to speed up through the center line.
Okay.
Okay. So make a little circle and then speed up and then slow back down, and then speed up and then slow back down.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to do that 3 or 4 or 5 times. Then you're going to change it up a little bit. You're going to speed up around the circle and slow back down. Okay. So it's never a pattern that he's going to get used to and go, I know I'm supposed to speed up while I'm on this little change of direction. Okay. I don't want him to trot. I just want to take longer steps. No trotting, just longer steps. Okay. Now slower steps, little grandma steps. Okay. Keep going. Okay. So what we're doing basically is working on speed control. All right. And bucking is always a lot of times it's a go problem. You know, the horse gets excited about wanting to trot or wanting to lope, and he'll start to buck on you, okay? So good boy. Put your head down, good kiddo. And we're just gonna continue this process over and over and over and over again, all right? Training's like watching the grass grow, all right? It's real boring, but it's very necessary.
Very necessary. I think that's where I came into problems. I skipped everything in between and I jumped up to...
Okay, so that type of stuff right there, we're just gonna say wrong, stop your feet, okay? I don't wanna see that from you. I just want you to stay still, back up, and go forward again. Act like it didn't even happen, all right?
What I would have done there, I would have, total night and day, I would have, I would have been off.
Okay.
I wouldn't able to bring him back the way you brought him back, so.
But it's different now than what it was.
Oh, night and day, yeah. He would have up and down,
Okay.
until you got off him.
All right. And the little spooky thing there, little red zone he went into, is just because there's a chicken behind me, you know, no big deal. You guys have chickens around here?
Yeah.
Unless you're not going to get chickens around here anymore, you're going to have those type of issues.
Yeah.
You know, and that can happen on the trail, be it there's a, you know, you guys have like hogs and stuff around here.
Hogs.
All that kind of stuff. So we're going to have those type of issues. We're going to have to be able to deal with those type of issues.
Yeah.
And all you're ever going to do, stop your feet, relax, let's go forward again.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's, we're going to keep working on Spirit.
Okay.
And in our next show, I'm going to get you up on the horse.
Okay.
All right, you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm definitely a little more confident now that you guys got in here and worked with him. I see the payoff it's showing, so I think I'm a little more ready now.
Good.
To get on him.
Good. All right, so in the next show, we're going to have Frank, get you up on the horse, and we'll be doing a lot more work with him. We still got a little bit of ways to go, but we'll do that next show around. So if any of you guys have horses that have behavioral problems you'd like me to help you with, you can visit my website or contact us at our 1-800 number. Until next time, guys, I'm Ryan Gingrich, the Behaviorist. You guys be safe, have fun.